Okay, so you've got this killer product idea, and you're ready to just totally conquer the world of Amazon FBA. And look, it's a huge opportunity, for sure. But that path, it's absolutely littered with rookie traps that can sink your whole business before you even get started. So let's dive in and map out the playbook to help you sidestep those pitfalls. It all begins right here, doesn't it? That initial rush of excitement. You found the perfect product, you can just see the potential, and you are ready to hit that launch button. You're already picturing the sales notifications just pouring in. But that ambition, if it's not backed by a real game plan, can run headfirst into the harsh realities of the system. And this quote from a seasoned seller really gets to the heart of it. Amazon is this incredibly complex ecosystem. It is not just about finding something cool and shipping it in. We're talking about dozens of hidden variables, little fees, and super strict rules that will absolutely demolish your profit margins if you're not ready for them. So let's start where it all begins, way before your product even gets close to an Amazon warehouse. Honestly, your success is pretty much made or broken right here, with your supplier. This is the first and maybe the most critical phase of the whole thing. This is the one question you have to answer before a single cent leaves your bank account. I mean, think about it. In this huge global marketplace, it is so easy to find a supplier who isn't quite what they seem. So how do you actually know you're dealing with a real factory and not just some middleman or worse? Well, the solution is actually pretty simple, but it's so effective. Stop relying on just emails. You have to get them on a quick 10-minute video call. It is non-negotiable. Ask your contact to literally walk you through their facility on camera. It's a simple step, but it proves they're real, it lets you see their operation, and it starts building an actual human connection, which, is priceless in business. Okay, now this highlights a classic rookie mistake. You've got your awesome product figured out, but what about the box it comes in? Here's the deal. If you don't specify every single detail in your contract, I'm talking box thickness, inserts, the kind of tape, I guarantee you will get the absolute cheapest option they can find. And that means damaged products and, you guessed it, very unhappy customers. This number right here, this represents one of the single most dangerous mistakes you can possibly make, paying your supplier 100% of the cost up front. It might seem easy, but it leaves you with zero leverage. If anything goes wrong in production, you have no power. Your money is just gone. So instead, you're going to stick to the industry standard. It's the smart payment rule. You pay a 30% deposit to get production moving. Then, and only then, you pay the other 70% after the goods are made and inspected right before they ship out. And you always want to use a protected method, like Alibaba Trade Assurance, to keep your investment safe. So, you've sourced your product like a pro. Awesome. Now comes the hard part, actually getting it into Amazon's hands. Welcome to the logistical gauntlet, where Amazon's super strict rules can make or break your entire launch. Now, here's a painful bit of irony for you. Your product launches, and it's a smash hit. The sales are just flying in, and then you run out of stock. A dream launch can turn into a total nightmare if you haven't planned for those long manufacturing and shipping lead times. All that incredible sales momentum you built up, it can just vanish overnight. And just getting that inventory to the warehouse is its own special challenge. Amazon has an incredibly strict rulebook. If your prep work is off, if the labels aren't perfect, or if your boxes are even a tiny bit over the weight limit, you are in for a world of trouble. Trust me, they do not bend the rules. And this is the ultimate consequence, a rejected shipment. It is a total nightmare scenario. Your inventory, which you've already paid for, gets turned away right at the warehouse door. So now you're stuck paying for storage, return shipping, and reprepping, all while your listing is just sitting there completely out of stock. All these little logistical mistakes, they all feed into a much bigger problem. Underestimating your costs, the price you pay for your product, that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's the hidden costs that really decide if you're going to be profitable or not. Just think about it for a second. You've got a budget for all your packaging materials, your barcodes, your labels. You absolutely have to have a budget for pay-per-click ads or PPC, otherwise no one will ever see your product. Your supplier might have a high minimum order quantity, a high MOQ, that ties up all your cash. And hey, if your stuff doesn't sell fast enough, those long-term storage fees will eat you alive. All right, so let's talk about the launch itself. You've made it through the sourcing maze and the logistical gauntlet. Now it's go time. It's time to make your product a star, and that means you have to understand the single most critical window in your product's entire life. It's called the honeymoon period. See, when you first launch, Amazon's algorithm gives your new product a temporary visibility boost,
just to see how it does. You cannot afford to waste this. This is why you must have your PPC ad campaigns and your A-plus content ready to go from day one. You have to squeeze every last drop out of this golden opportunity.
Getting those first reviews is so important, but you have to be smart about how you get them. The Vine program is tempting, it gets your product to top reviewers, but like this seller warns, these folks are brutally honest. If your product has any flaws, any at all, they will find them and they will write about them, and that could kill your listing before it ever has a chance.
And hey, remember, you're not just selling a product here, you're actually building a business. And that means you have to take care of the back-end stuff. Get an LLC to protect yourself legally. Make sure your products meet all the compliance rules, like having expiry dates visible. And most importantly, track every single penny. If you don't understand your cash flow, you're just flying blind.
And finally, please, lose the set it and forget it mindset. It just doesn't work. The Amazon Marketplace is like a living, breathing thing. That means you have to be constantly optimizing. You're tweaking your title, adjusting your keywords, updating your photos. Success isn't some destination you arrive at. It's a process of constant adaptation.
And this right here, this is what it looks like when you get it right. When you avoid all those common traps, you build a smooth, scalable, and profitable business. Your inventory is under control, your finances are clear, and your business is actually growing. This is the goal.
If there is one thing, one single thing you take away from all of this, let it be this. Your most valuable asset isn't just the stuff sitting on a shelf. It's the plan behind it. Your strategy is your inventory.
So I'll just leave you with this question. You've seen the playbook now. You know where the traps are hidden. What's the very first strategic move you're going to make to make sure your FBA journey is a massive success?